Hey y'all, it's a sunny, beautiful Tuesday, the day after the eclipse. If anybody got to see that in its totality, boy was it awesome. Unreal, like nothing we've ever experienced before. The kids and I were at home and we got to see some really cool things. The crescent shadows that you can see on the ground right before, and then the racing shadow bands afterwards, and then of course we were right in the path of the totality, and oh man, it was just intense. You know, there's no words that you can even use to describe something that phenomenal, except that our God is amazing. And well, today, this morning I went to the farmer's market, and I've been going there. I started going mainly because I had so much okra that I wanted to sell, and but anyways, I've been selling okra and green beans for a while, tomatoes, a couple of watermelons here and there. I sold a few butternut squash today, and it's been a really good experience hearing what people are looking for. Seems like everyone's wanting yellow squash, which I didn't plant any yellow squash this year because I had so much last year. I got sick of it. You know, cucumbers, and I've been learning a few things about the locals and the culture around here. Of course, you know, I'm originally from up north, so a lot of the southern stuff I'm just not as familiar with. And it's just been such a learning experience. I found out about butter beans and cow peas, and I'm not even sure if the locals call them cow peas. They just call them regular peas, I think. But it's a kind of a funny story because we've been growing beans here for, I think this is our 3rd year, and we figured out they're kind of lima bean. I don't remember. I think for a while I thought they were pinto beans, but anyways, so one day, one of the first days I was at the farmer's market, you know, and all it is like, it's like a parking lot, empty parking lot, and, you know, these farmers, they just pull up their pickup trucks and park and just in a row, and they sell out of the back of their trucks. It's really very casual, and it's a lot of fun. But, so I saw this guy selling these beans that look just like our beans before they get dried. Now, usually we let them get dried, and then we pick them, and then we store them. You know, they can be shelf stable, which is why we've been growing so much of them, because they are shelf-stable food. And he said, they're butter beans. And I said, huh, that looks just like the beans that we grow. So I looked it up on the internet, and sure enough, butter beans are lima beans. It's just a different term. So anyways, so now I'm thinking, yeah, this is going to be great. People are always buying butter beans. So I'm going to start picking them before they get dry, and just at that great in-between stage where they're full and green, and I guess they're really good. You know, I think you just don't have to cook them as long, and I assume that they have, whoa, sorry about that, they have maybe a different flavor, but I don't know. I'm just not a big connoisseur of beans, but anyways, people really like them around here. So we're really excited about that because we've been growing them for a few years, and they do so well, and they're so hardy, and they produce right up until frost. Now, cow peas, I think, is about the same way. I think you can grow them and store them dry, you know, let them dry on the vine, or you can, on the plant, I guess, or you can pick them when they're fresh and green and full, and you can cook them the same way, just less time to cook. And apparently they're very good that way. I haven't tried them yet, but I did plant a few rows that somebody had given me these seeds. They were like seeds from Thomas Jefferson or something, you know, something that he had, or maybe, I don't know, I got both seeds from Thomas Jefferson and Lewis and Clark. This one guy gave me these heritage seeds, and whippoorwill is the name of the cow pea that I grew. Well, anyways, we're gonna find out how they do. I think they're almost time to be picked, and gosh, the other things about being at the farmer's market is just the wealth of knowledge that you can absorb while you're there. Even not even asking questions. I mean, it's just you listen to their conversations, and you're gonna learn something. And I always leave there feeling so excited to be gardening and so uplifted. And there's even the customers that come by, that come through, they're mostly older, and they're buying bulk to put up. I mean, it's like, you know, they can't grow it themselves anymore, so they're buying it, you know, fresh and local. And I love it. I love sitting there. I love the juxtaposition of seeing the busy thoroughfare and, you know, the McDonald's right across the street and everyone packing the drive-through, and then seeing the speed and the pace of these farmers. And it's just so great that, you know, it's just the old way of life, and it's much more of I don't know, it's just that hard work ethic, and, you know, the slower paced, and it's just so much closer. It's closer to nature, closer to God, I believe. So anyways, that's what's going on with the farmers market, learning so much and enjoying it, and making a little bit of cash on the side. The thing about right now, I've been watching some of Freedom Makers, Amanda at Freedom Makers channel, and she does a ton of canning, and I'm like, wow, she's way ahead of me in the canning department. So I've been thinking about our first goal with this garden was to first learn how to grow and see if we could grow enough food. And I think that we have accomplished that goal, and I think that preserving the food is the next goal. And that's why I don't feel too bad selling some of it. I know that I probably need to be preserving everything that I'm harvesting, but as long as I think that we know how to grow it, I think that that's our start. You know, that's our first step. And so I just really admire all the canning that she does. So back to the garden. We've got okra still producing. We've got pumpkins that are ripening on the vine. I think they're going to be great. We've got those lima beans, like I said, still producing like crazy. We've got watermelon. The tomatoes that have pretty much finished off. They did okay. They survived the weird funky leaf roll, and the stupid leaf hopper bugs took pretty much all of my romas. I didn't get any romas at all. They just destroyed them. So that was disappointing. I probably won't try to grow romas anymore. Although I think the bugs would probably get whatever they can. But I was able to put up probably about 24 quarts, I think, of tomatoes, and then I sold a bunch too. So I thought that was pretty good. A pretty good start, I guess. And then let's see. Sweet potatoes, yes. So the vines have just been going like crazy, and we were getting a little worried that that's all that was going on, was just the vines. So I dug into a mound today to see what we were going to have underneath the surface, and it doesn't look too bad. As you can see, hopefully you could see that. So there was like 3 pretty decent sized potatoes and then a few small ones. So I'm not too worried about it now. I feel pretty good about the sweet potatoes. And what else? Green beans. I planted a few rows of green beans and also some yellow wax beans, and they did very well. The green beans, it was a type of called Provider. They did very well. They produced like crazy. They suffered a little bit in a little dry spell that we had, but they're coming back. The wax beans are doing very good. I think that's about it. I don't want to bore anyone to death. I feel like these garden updates are not quite as exciting as current events and all that fun stuff. But I appreciate y'all watching and hanging in there, and also I really appreciate this community. Just like the farmers at the farmers market, I learned so much from this community of viewers and the comments that people leave, and it really does make my day to learn new things, and I really appreciate it. All right, y'all have a good day. Thank you.